everybody, I'm Ms. Karen at Adams Memorial Library here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Welcome to our February Inquire Within program featuring characters from PBS Kids. So this month, for February, we're kind of highlighting forest, things about the forest. It's a good time. You can go out and walk in the winter, and it's a good time to be in the forest. Sometimes it can be quiet. If it's snowing, you can see footprints of different creatures who live there. You can see the trees, what they look like, kind of the bones of the trees, what they look like without their leaves. And I wanted to remind everybody that we do have these nature backpacks from Westmoreland Land Trust, and this one is Streams and Forests. So if you are going out into the forest, you might want to check out one of the backpacks to go to. So we have this backpack, we have birds one, birds in the forest go together. So you're welcome to come into the children's room and check out one of these backpacks. And you are welcome to come to the children's room to pick up the kits for this month featuring forest things. We will have the kits down in the children's room. You can come and get them, and we'll have them as long as supplies last. But some of the PBS Kids friends featured this week, there are stickers from Wild Kratts, Nature Cat, and Elinor Wonders why in the kits. So you could also check out a book. You could check out a Nature Cat book or Wild Kratts book. This one's got 5 different wild creatures, including winter creatures in it. So that might be a good one to check out now. And here is Elinor Wonders why, and she and her friends are exploring the forest in this one. This is called Forest Giants, and they're learning about giant sequoia trees. So you can check these books out to the library. From the library, you could read those before or after your trip to the forest, or you can, just walk around the neighborhood, look at trees. It's great to be out in nature. So some of the activities are from those shows, and some are from Carl the Collector. So Carl the Collector, Carl's a raccoon, and in this activity, you can draw what you like to collect. Carl likes to collect a whole lot of things, but if I were filling this out, I would put lots of books. I would put either the titles of books or lots of pictures of book covers, because I do like to collect books. So you can fill out this and write or draw your collection. There's also a Carl activity with butterflies. On here, Carl likes to study butterflies too, and learn the difference between a male butterfly and a female butterfly. So you can look at these and you can decide which one you would like to color on this butterfly outline. You're going to do, the boy butterflies with girl butterflies. And then you can see, probably you'll have to wait till it gets a little warmer, but then you can go out and see if you can find any butterflies like this, and then you'll know if it's a male or a female. So for Nature Cat, here is an activity that Nature Cat would like to do with his friends, and it's to make a picture frame using things that you could find in nature, like twigs. You could find some little leaves or flowers to put around. You could try some string around. It might be a little bit hard to find twigs that are dry enough to do this. Everything's a little soggy right now outside. So in the kit, we will give you some sticks that you can use and some twine that you can use to tie the sticks together and make your own picture there. You can, you could put a picture there. Am I getting Nature Cat? There. Picture of Nature Cat, picture of a flower, whatever you would like, you can put into your little frame. And you can make, there's examples on here, you can make a triangle frame, you can make a rectangle frame, you can make a kind of wonky frame like I did, whatever you want, and then you can highlight whatever you would like inside. Now you know the Wild Kratts love to explore all kinds of creatures. On this activity, it's talking about, they're looking for things that specifically live in the North American forest, which is the kind of stuff that we would see. We're in North America, so it's got information about a lot of animals, and then you can look onto this picture and see what things Martin and Chris are seeing there in the North American forest. And, some of these I've never seen, but you never know. You can go somewhere, maybe if you go someplace up north or go to Canada or maybe Maine, you'd see a moose. I think it would be exciting. I haven't seen one yet, but I'd like to. So you can do this activity with the wild Kratts. You can also make a woodland creature with the wild Kratts. I made a bunny. I'm only working with one good hand now, so one of my bunny's ears is a little bigger than the other. It happens. Sometimes, bunnies can be a little different. So there'll be some felt and a toilet paper tube. That's what this is. What's with the felts on in here. You can glue it on with a glue stick. There'll be a glue stick in your kit, and we'll put a couple of these clips on. You'll probably need to hold it down really well to make sure that the glue stick will hold the felt onto the cardboard. If you have other glue at home, you can try that instead. But either way, you probably would like to, kind of clamp it together like this using the clips or something else, or you can just hold it till the glue kind of catches, and then you can decorate around that. You can do button eyes, little puffy nose, whatever you would like. You can make a creature that you've seen out in the wild, like a rabbit, or you can make up your own woodland creature. Make up an imaginary one that you think might like to live in the forest. So you can do that between your forest trips too. But when you do go to the forest or go out for a walk, you can cut this out, and it's flat Kratt. If you've ever heard of Flat Stanley, you take Flat Stanley to different places. Well, you can take flat Kratt with you to different places. If you wanted, you could glue this onto, if you have a piece of cardboard from a box or something, make it a little sturdier. You could put plastic wrap around if you're going to take them outside. You don't want them to get too wet in the forest. You could do that, but you could take pictures of all the different places that you take your flat Kratt. See what you can see out there. And, we'd love to see where you go with your flat Kratt. So you can always email the pictures to us at kids@adamslib.org, and we'd like to see where you take your flat Kratt. When you are exploring or reading, perhaps you would like to read the Forest Giant book with Elinor Wonders Why. You can also make an Elinor Wonders Why bookmark. And she can go right like this and mark pages of the book if you would like. To make, sorry, Elinor. To make one of these bookmarks, in your kit will be a piece of white paper, and you'll need a 6-inch by 6-inch square. So you'll have to measure that and cut the paper out, and you'll still have some paper left that you can color something else on, but you can also make little tail and little ears for Elinor. But to make the square into the bookmark, I've showed you these before. I really do love these corner bookmarks, because can a person have too many bookmarks for their library books? I don't think they can, so you might need lots. But once you have your 6-inch by 6-inch square, you will fold it into a triangle. And then you fold these points up to the top. So you fold this piece of paper, this side of the paper up to the top. So it's going to make a kite shape. Then you take this corner of the paper, put it up to the top, and it makes diamond shape like that, or kite shape. You undo those parts again, and then you take, there's 2 pieces of paper at the top because it folds at the bottom. Take the one closest to you down, and then you put these up again, but this time, instead of just making them meet at the top, you tuck them into this handy little pocket here. And that's what's going to be going onto the page of your book. Like that. So when you're making Elinor's, you can color this part. Here's where the pocket is. And so Elinor's face is at the bottom. You make it red, like her dress. You can put purple for her shirt that she wears underneath. Put her face on here. There's directions, but it'll tell you to make an oval shape for her face. Make her eyes, her eyebrows, little nose, little mouth. Color her some black hair. Then you can color her red dress and her purple shirt on here. And then you can take some of the extra paper, cut out 2 ears, and you'll glue the bottoms of the ears to the inside of the pocket here. And then she'll need a little, bunny tail in the back. So you can make her bunny tail too. And then she's ready to go and ready to, you could take her out too, like you take the flat Kratts. Elinor does love exploring, but you could also use her as a bookmark. So those are the things in your kit this time. I hope you'll go outside and take a walk, not in the forest, take a walk in the neighborhood, take a walk in your backyard, see some trees, see what you can observe. As I said, the kits will be here in the children's room at the library. You can come in and pick them up. We'll have them as long as supplies last. But if you're not able to come in, you can always email us. Like if you wanted to send us a picture, you could send that to kids@adamslib.org, or you can always email us, and I would be happy to email you the instructions for the activities if you're not able to come in. But thank you very much for watching, and thank you for as always, to our friends at WQED Education and Clearview Federal Credit Union who make it possible for us to bring these programs to you and make the kits. So thank you, friends. Happy exploring, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.